Welcome back to Atlantic Journal. In our next story, we are chatting with Ambulance New Brunswick, and they are going to give us some life-saving tips and demonstrations.
The idea came from a program that was created by the Sauver Heart Center in Arizona, and I was at a conference and I met the medical director for the state of Arizona, and they very generously gave us their materials and the idea that we brought to New Brunswick that we were able to adapt and translate into French and to start offering the program here. Hands-only CPR public education program. It's a non-credit program that enables people to have the knowledge to act quickly if someone goes into cardiac arrest, and they truly can make a difference and save a life. We're working on kids in schools because they're very impressionable, and I think it's good to start that knowledge and learning sooner because it's something they'll carry with them their whole lives. If we can reach them in middle school, and then as they carry on throughout their school career and as young adults, they'll remember it will be something they have grown up with, the knowledge of how to recognize cardiac arrest, starting CPR, and then the importance of grabbing an AED and knowing how to use one. It is really important that people recognize sudden cardiac arrest and know the simple steps to take because it truly can save a life. So many times people don't know. They're very good at calling 911. They can get paramedics and firefighters on the way, but then they wait. They don't know what to do. They don't want to hurt someone, so they wait. The trouble is, it's those first few minutes that are the most important because the person's brain is starting to die and we need to take action right away and start CPR. We call it hands-only CPR, so it's simple. The steps are very simple. The important thing is to recognize, so that means that somebody, you either witness a sudden collapse, someone is unresponsive, you cannot wake them up, they're not breathing or they're not breathing normally, and what you need to do, those are signs of cardiac arrest, so you need to start CPR. You put your hands in the center of the chest, push hard and fast. You want to push at least 100 times a minute, to the tune of staying alive, and you want to push to the depth of at least 2 inches. And basically, your hands become like their heart. You are beating their heart, and you're keeping the blood flowing to their brain, which is going to keep them alive. Okay, so this is our buddy Andy. Andy just collapsed. I saw him hit the floor, so I need to find out what's going on. Andy, are you okay? Try to wake him up. Andy, he's not waking up. Then I need to check and see if he's breathing. Is his chest moving? I don't see his chest moving. He's not breathing. He's not breathing normally. Jack, can you call 911? I need an ambulance. I'm starting CPR. And I need the AED that's in the front hall. So what I'm going to do is put the heel of my hand in the center of his chest, lock my fingers together. My elbows are locked. Shoulders are straight up and down. I'm pushing down 2 inches at least 100 times a minute. Good way to remember how fast is to do this to the tune of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, a great song. So what I'm doing now, my hands are beating his heart. This is keeping blood moving to his brain and is keeping him alive until we can get that defibrillator here to help get his heart going again.
How long do you have to do this?
You cannot stop. My hands have become his heart. It's really important that I continue and I don't stop until the paramedics get here.
Okay, but if I get tired, should someone take over?
I need you to help me. We take turns because it is very tiring. This is hard work. So it's good to shout for help and get somebody there to help take turns doing CPR. This is called hands-only or chest compression-only CPR, and it can truly save someone's life. There's another really important step. Starting hands-only CPR is only part of the equation. This is an automated external defibrillator. So basically what this device does, it applies a shock to the heart which stops an abnormal heart rhythm and can help the heart start beating normally again.
Where do we find that?
These are found in many places in New Brunswick, in public places, most of the hockey arenas, sporting venues, shopping malls, airports, public buildings. It's really important that you notice these devices. The universal symbol is a lightning bolt, and you'll see the box on the wall and should notice that's where the AED is. If you see someone suddenly collapse, you will know to send someone and where to go to find an automated external defibrillator.
Is it hard to use?
They're very simple to use. The most important thing with an AED is once you go and get it, turn it on. The device will talk to you. It tells you step by step exactly what to do. Very simple to operate. Okay, so Sarah has brought me the automated external defibrillator, or AED. Sarah's going to turn it on. That's the most important thing. I'm doing compressions.
From patient's chest.
Remove clothes. Okay, that's done. Do you want to grab the pad, Sarah?
When patient's chest is bare, open.
On the pads, there are pictures. It shows us exactly where to place them on the patient's chest.
Place pad exactly as shown.
Make sure it's stuck really well.
Press firmly to bare skin. Stay clear of patient.
Okay, so now
Analyzing heart rhythm.
the AED is analyzing to see if Andy needs a shock.
Stay clear
It will
of
not
patient.
shock him unless he needs it.
Analyzing heart
You can't
rhythm.
hurt someone.
Shock
He
advised.
needs a shock.
Stay
Clear,
of
everybody's
patient.
clear.
Press
shock.
flashing orange button. Shock delivered. Be sure emergency medical services have been called.
You called them,
It is
Jack?
safe
They're coming?
to touch the patient.
So now,
CPR. For help with CPR, press the flashing blue button. Place the heel of one hand in the center of the chest, between the nipples. Place your other hand on top of the first. Push the chest down firmly 2 inches. Keep time with the
I'm
beat.
getting a little tired. Do you want to take over, Sarah? Okay, I'm going to move. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, go. I think people, before starting any new strenuous physical exercise program, always good to check with your doctor and maybe join a club or get some good information and do it in a gradual, sensible way. It's also important to remember sometimes people don't really have any symptoms that there's something wrong with their heart, and sometimes those problems can result in someone having a sudden cardiac arrest when they really had no idea that they had a problem to start with. You could be anywhere at any time, and a person of any age can collapse from sudden cardiac arrest. It could be somebody that's 10 years old, somebody that's 20, 30, a young person playing sports, could be an older person. So this knowledge really can help save a life, knowing what to do in that emergency.
Great information there. It was a very long and dreary winter, but remember to always build up to your activities so you can enjoy them safely. We'll be right back.